Tonight on Evening.
Hey, it's Team Evening from Pier 57 in Seattle.
And we'll visit the can't-miss family attraction at the Evergreen State Fair. It involves goats.
He is by far Seattle's best didgeridoo player. Meet the ever-popular, the ever-musical, the ever-noble Blake Noble.
Oh, I can't wait. And tomorrow night, it's Christmas in July on Seattle's Lake Union.
It is your Monday evening. Jim, Saint, and Michael here. And we're at Pier 57, the Crab Pot. Fabulous place for the kids.
Pier 57 is a great Dever family tradition, I'll have you know. I don't know how many times I've been down there with my son.
There's a carousel here as well.
Oh, yeah, carousel, there's restaurants, gift shop, the Great Wheel.
Yeah. Also, a lot of history here. In 1897, the first steamship loaded with gold from the Klondike docked right here.
Oh.
The gold rush, Michael, you know this, was more than 1,000 miles away, but Seattle transformed dramatically just because it supplied the miners. One of those successful miners, a man named Fred Trump.
Fred Trump.
The name is familiar.
Yeah, he's actually the grandfather, I'm told by Saint. He says this is true.
It is
He's
true.
the grandfather of Donald.
Oh,
one
yeah,
of 19 presidential candidates.
Recognize the hairstyle.
One of 19 presidential candidates
Right.
right now.
Yeah.
More candidates running for president than horses in the Kentucky Derby.
Okay.
That, my friends, was a fact.
So what did you do for the 4th of July?
I didn't do anything really exciting, but well, I guess this is exciting. I helped my daughter buy her first car.
So you will always
It's a
remember that.
96
That's a big
Toyota
deal.
Camry, but it is low mileage, a great
And loaded,
car.
right?
Not loaded, which is fine. But I'm not the world's best negotiator. Go ahead and try and negotiate a price with me.
All right, let's say, how about 4,500?
45? That sounds reasonable. Okay.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Sign it up.
Don't let me buy anything.
What did
for
you do, Michael?
I was the master blaster. As you can see, I'm very proud of my sister-in-law's
yeah.
pressure washer. We redid our deck.
That's a superhero, I think.
Yeah, it's a great job. If you're going to have to do a job around the house, I'll take pressure washing any day.
And you know what I did? I don't even have to tell you. All you have to do is listen to this.
USA! USA! USA!
Those are among the thousands of American fans celebrating in Vancouver after the women's team won the 3rd World Cup championship, 5-2 over Japan. I was watching from home.
Yeah, Seattle Reign hosted a watch party in Pioneer Square. 2 members of our team are actually part of that World Championship team, Hope Solo and Megan Rapinoe.
And because I was pressure washing, I missed the first few minutes of the game, but I missed a lot because it happened so fast. As soon as I turned it on, Carly Lloyd scored. I think she completed her hat trick with that crazy goal from midfield. That was amazing.
Fastest World Cup hat trick in World Cup history, men or women.
That was like 16 minutes
Impressive.
in. Amazing. Well, watching soccer is great fun, of course. We had a ball watching Team USA. But I think something might be even better is Goat Olympics.
Oh, yes, and the Goat Olympics are taking place this weekend at the Evergreen State Fairgrounds.
Here's Kim.
They say great athletes are born, not made, but the opposite may be true when it comes to goats.
All right, it appears that everyone is present.
If ever there was the thrill of victory
All right, number 66. Look at that.
and the agony of defeat,
On your mark, get set, go!
it's not here. These competitors could pretty much care less.
Come on, get your feet up on there. All right. Uh-oh.
They don't really care about being famous or successful. They just want a cookie.
This is the annual Goat Olympics, a fundraiser for New Moon Farm, a goat rescue and sanctuary, where athletes find motivation from deep inside their bellies.
All right, let's go.
Despite his enthusiasm,
He thinks he won. That wasn't you.
Odie did not medal.
Natalie Connaughton on Amelia.
Amelia, the goat in the pink dress, was a surprise winner.
Amelia, she's just like, I don't want to do anything. But she actually behaved and she went like in between the holes with no problem.
Come on!
It's hard not to get caught up in the pageantry.
Oh my God, is that cute or what?
What with the costume contest
With the wig. That's great.
and the category for best tricks.
I'm very nervous, and Buddy is too.
He just hides it well, seemingly unfazed by the fierce competition.
Oh, good job.
The dramatic tension builds as Buddy takes his place in the arena.
Jump.
And then
Buddy, jump.
The tension just keeps building until
Come on, Jackie. Jump!
Oh, all right. Good job, buddy.
a solid dismount and he stuck the landing.
I think he did very well, you know, for his many hours of training, all three.
They may not be the most athletic athletes. Whatever their motivation, it's the result that will make the GOAT Olympics a crowd favorite for years to come.
One more. Oh, all right.
You know, you can't get a goat to do what you want it to do sometimes.
Or children sometimes.
They can be stubborn.
The GOAT Olympics is New Moon Farm's biggest fundraiser of the year.
Yeah, it's Saturday morning at 10 at the Evergreen State Fairgrounds. Parking and admission are free, so just show up. Donations are welcome, though.
You know, while we're talking about sports, we should talk about a local NBA star, Blaine Washington's Luke Ridnour, who was traded 4 times in 1 week.
If I was his agent, I wouldn't even tell him.
Right.
Just wait till it's all,
Wait till it all settles.
Yeah, he was traded from Orlando to Memphis to Charlotte to Oklahoma City, and all that happened in just 1 day. Now he's getting ready to move to Toronto. He's laughing it all off, but all of those trades have also inspired this tweet, the Luke Ridnour limited edition jersey.
I'd like one of those.
Yeah, it's got all the teams on it. By the way, Luke Ridnour starting his 13th season. That's how many seasons Larry Bird and Magic Johnson played.
Oh, that's I remember when he was drafted by the Sonics, 13 years, that's a lot. Yeah. All that talk about sports makes me kind of hungry. We burn a lot of calories there. Yeah. And the food trucks are everywhere. It's kind of a big trend. You walk outside King 5 around noon, they're all over the place.
Yeah, and we just witnessed the unveiling of several new trucks that are hitting the streets of Seattle today. It's a pit stop with a party,
Well, it's been a year and a half in the making.
celebrating what's new in a fleet of food trucks driven by the mobile mavens, Michelle Clare and Danielle Custer.
It's a Volkswagen double cab utility truck.
That's called Little Blue, and it is partnered with Half Pint, which is a mobile kegerator. They're intended to be non-alcoholic for our street beat and any catered event, but we can flip them and do boozy floats.
The mobile mavens first hit the streets of Seattle last fall with Biscuit Box and their bicycle ice cream stand, Pop-Up. This summer, they're not only introducing the portable vintage bars with rotating taps of frozen lemonade, sodas, and brews,
It's pretty delicious.
but 2 additional eating options.
We've added Guy Box, which is chicken and rice, just super simple, super focused, delicious. Then we added Picnic, and Picnic is 3 amazing hot sandwiches, salads, soups, etc., etc.
The mobile maven team serves it up as fast as they can.
We really know how important speed is at lunchtime.
From retro campers that are compact compared to most food trucks. That's by design.
The size is really important because it gets us into our neighborhoods, whereas a lot of times the larger food trucks, hard to fit into the space.
Who doesn't want all of these fabulous rigs rolling up either in front of their house or out on their farm to have a wedding or a corporate party or a special anniversary?
Or you can just look for them parked in more places around Seattle.
Eat good food, drink good booze. I don't know.
Get her done.
Yeah, get her done.
Look for the mobile mavens at the Zulily campus tomorrow and Microsoft on Wednesday.
And to find out where they'll be the rest of the week, you can just go to king5.com/evening. Is it this way?
I'm not sure.
Let's
Never
see
know.
if you're seeing it from
Never
this way. I
quite
think it's
sure.
like this way.
I don't know.
Coming up,
Hi.
now your dog can get that celebrity look. And the Lake Union sport of duck dodging. Portions of Evening brought to you by Miners Landing at Pier 57.
Welcome back to the show from the Crab Pot Restaurant
Thank you.
and
Thank you
Bar.
for welcoming
You are
me back.
welcome. It's on Pier 57, right below the Seattle Great Wheel.
It's a time in our show called Your Call. We let you choose a story that will air on tomorrow night's show. The theme tonight is spa stories. Go ahead, guys.
And the theme is kind of Kim, too, because these are both her stories. So we're going to pitch on her behalf, okay?
Okay.
You go first.
Okay, I'll try. This one's great. It's called the electric facial, right? What this is, it's jokingly referred to as the Silence of the Lambs treatment, because that's what it kind of looks
I
like.
hope that's
right?
a joke.
It is
Yeah.
a joke, but it's actually very popular in Hollywood, and it's amazing what can happen with your face.
Okay.
Even your face.
Good.
Even mine.
Good pitch, but I think mine's a little bit better. It is called the Salt Mine Arium. Salt is everywhere. It's on the floor, it's on the walls, and salt apparently is very good for you. So it's a soothing spa addressing just all of the senses, the sights, the sounds, the smell, and the taste, because you know what? You can really relax when you are surrounded by salt.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, my grandfather always used to say that. So salt or electrical, you be the judge. Go to our Facebook page and vote. It's your choice, your call.
Okay, when you think about sailing, you think about America's Cup probably, or some big ocean regatta, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, there is a race that's a little different than that.
Oh, really?
It's been going for 40 years in Seattle, and it's more about having fun than who wins or loses.
That battery might not be on.
If you're looking for Don Wills on a Tuesday night during the summer,
let's get the mainsail unraveled and hooked up.
Chances are you'll find him heading out with friends to the same spot he's been going most Tuesdays this time of year since 1974.
Beautiful day like this, you got to go out on the water.
What's been bringing Don and other sailboaters out to Lake Union for over 35 years is a race. A race where the only thing wilder than the wind are the crews who try to tame it.
Because this is a really laid-back race.
This is Duck Dodge.
Most people are just out here for the fun and just to enjoy the evening.
Each race comes with a different theme.
Today is a pajama night. You'll see a variety of folks in different stages of dress.
Oh my God! 3, 2, 1.
We have 4 starts, fast boats, half-fast cruising, and dinghies. It's very hectic out there because there's so many boats, and a lot of people don't really have a total grasp of all the rules.
The most important rule at Duck Dodge?
Don't hit another boat.
Once the race starts, it's time to hold on and enjoy the ride.
Anybody's welcome to come on out Tuesday nights, just show up. The wind is free, you know, it's all good.
The mood on the water may be relaxed, but that doesn't stop some boats from taking the race seriously.
Everybody still wants to win, you know.
Don credits the longevity of the Duck Dodge to people who, like him, have a love affair with the water.
There's a lot of folks out here that have been doing this for a long time, and they keep introducing new people, and yeah, my kids grew up doing this.
About an hour and a half after it started, the boats begin finishing the race. What's the prize for placing in the top 3 in each class? Just a sticker of a duck.
A gold duck for first place, a silver duck for second place, and a bronze duck for third place.
That's how we do get our scores.
Once all the ducks are doled out, the boats keep the party going into the night by tying up to form a flotilla of fun.
It was a good night.
A night that's sure to bring these boaters back to this Seattle summer tradition. The Duck Dodge happens every Tuesday, and most of the races, if you can call them races, have a theme.
Tomorrow night's theme is Christmas in July.
Happy holidays.
Coming up, he comes from a land far, far away to seek out success right here in Seattle. And the photographer to the stars, now taking pics of your pooch.
It is that special time of the program when we get to eat. We have mallets.
This is special.
You got to have a mallet, right? What do we have? Mallet on a board here.
Well, we got butcher paper first. We've got our bibs. We've got the mallets. They've got 4 different kinds of sea feast. That's what this place is known for. We've gone for the Alaskan, and as you can see,
look at the size of this guy.
It's a huge treat.
I think we're going to be here for the next week.
I'll tell you, while we feast, you can enjoy a story about how the rich and famous take pictures of their dogs.
No kidding.
Hillary Duff has 4 dogs. Mariel Hemingway growls with her pooch. Fran Drescher can't stop talking about Esther.
Looks like a little brown bear. Yeah, now Mama got lipstick on your belly. And she quacks like a duck.
They all want a picture with their best friend. And who's going to take these Hollywood photos? Probably Robin Layton from North Bend.
Hi. Hi. It's the same as shooting any other dog, sometimes in a nicer house.
She hangs with Tony Bennett and Happy in their New York pad. There's Hillary with Dubois, Fran and Esther, even Oprah and Luke. Robin is the dog photog of the stars.
And she gives Luke a kiss. Well, I didn't know this when I took the picture, but Luke was actually kissing her back.
This is arguably Seattle's most famous sports picture. Robin took it for the Seattle PI. Her news background helps when working with busy celebs.
That's where my 20-some years of experience kicked in as a photojournalist, because it's not easy, working with all kinds of light, sometimes on the drop of a dime.
This whole celebrity thing happened when a Hollywood party planner was looking for a photographer.
I guess in 1996 I was asked to photograph a party for Kenny G, and word got out and LA started calling.
Now her dog Monkey is the cover girl on her book.
She's a star, and she knows it.
A Letter to My Dog features some of her celebrity pics.
Dogs don't care about, how your makeup looks or your hair. They just love you unconditionally. They don't care if you're famous or not.
And if Oprah's a fan, well, Robin's golden.
And she ended up calling me and writing me a letter saying it was the most favorite picture ever taken, and it was just an amazing feeling.
Look at that face.
So if you get the Oprah endorsement, you are set. So Robin is doing well.
I bet.
She's a great photographer.
Nobody saw that,
This
right?
is great food. Yeah. This is a king crab, right?
That's the king.
Yeah. No, that's...
When we come back,
Welcome back to the Crab Pot on Pier 57.
Nobody eats corn on the cob like that. Nobody uses a fork like that.
I don't, unfortunately for me today, I don't like to get my hands really
He's afraid of
greasy
finger
when I'm
food.
eating.
He's afraid of finger food.
I have a fear of finger
This
food.
is a show where you do need a
Finger
bib.
food phobia.
Though. Bibs are required for the show. And in our land of 10,000 musicians here in Seattle, it's hard to find someone who is truly unique.
That's true, but I did. You're going to meet a multi-instrumentalist. His name is Blake Noble. He makes music that mesmerizes audiences.
Well, I think the music is honest. I don't have any lyrics to hide behind. I just play my music, and if people feel something, then that's great. That's exactly what I'm going for.
Multitasking musician Blake Noble builds soundtracks for the soul. With his beaten-up 12-string and from his native Australia, a didgeridoo made of PVC pipe.
The Aborigines have a really cool saying, and it is, if the earth had a voice, it would be the sound of the didgeridoo. And I always keep that in my mind when I'm playing didgeridoo, because that's a lot of responsibility.
Blake asked an Aboriginal street musician to teach him to play.
I was about 13 years old, and I gave him what was in my pocket and just said, this is all I have, but I really want to learn. And he could see that I was genuine about that, and he taught me the traditional ways.
The didgeridoo is an instrument that takes time to master, as I discovered.
You're impressed, I can tell.
I'm so impressed, yeah.
Blake also has a novel way of playing the guitar, like it's part of the drum kit he owned as a teenager.
And that's now why I have this tape here, because
I was going to say.
being a guitar ninja means that you also break guitars for a living.
Until recently, Blake never expected to make a living as a musician.
For a while I just chased that day job and that desk job.
He's worked in banks, bars, and on yachts.
And I guess I just say yes a lot. And people don't do that enough now, I think.
In 2011, back home in Australia, Blake wrote this song. It's called Michelle, about a Seattle woman he fell in love with.
After living in Australia for a while, I guess we had too much sun and sand. I thought, well, let's move to the rain. And so we moved here in May 2012 and haven't looked back. It's cold in Seattle.
The weather may be cold, but Seattle has given Blake the warmest of welcomes. In his first year here, some of his new friends helped him record an album. They also shot a moody, apocalyptic video for one of the songs. And he's already played with some of Seattle's most celebrated rock artists.
I'm just having the time of my life, to be honest.
Amazing where a PVC pipe, an old guitar, and tons of talent can take you.
I'm aiming for exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm already there.
Blake is now part of a foursome. They describe their music as Australian roots meets bluegrass. He is getting so much better at the didgeridoo, whereas I remain absolutely hopeless.
Do you play it? Have you tried it?
I did in the story. You just saw
What
that.
were you watching?
Oh.
What were you doing?
I was eating.
Were you eating?
I was having
You're supposed
crab.
to be watching.
So you did the didgeridoo don't.
If you don't watch, who's going to watch, Michael?
I hope you watched. Yeah, thanks for being here with us at Pier 57, the Crab Pot. Now, tomorrow night, you're taking us underground?
Yes. How would you like to live 16 stories underground in an abandoned missile silo? We'll give you a little house tour.
Sounds good. American Ninja Warrior is next. Stay tuned for that.
Are you going to
long for
watch?
the Crab Pot. I might watch.
You'll watch?
Are you going to eat?
See you tomorrow.
I'll do both. I like king crab in terms of crab.
They don't like you.
I find this here.